Oh. Yes! Okay, I can try this about 7 times without having to refuel. Okay, first one's dead. Am I supposed to kill the caster as well? This is really ideal. My bolt paper ran out. Okay, stand behind the tree relative to this. Don't kill me. And that should be the boss. There we go. Simple boss. We've gotten the Astral Clock Tower key. I only barely had to use the second bolt paper. And that's like a clip-worthy boss. That's pretty much textbook the way you want it to go. So here's Maria, eh? This is a really big haul. Is something to stop me from killing you? Wait, are you already dead? This is a corpse. Not such a corpse after all.
A corpse should be left well alone.
Is that so? I think that's news to me.
Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so sweetly.
A lot of people have been telling me that.
Only an honest death will kill you now. From your wild
We've got
curiosity.
more boss fights in this expansion than I was aware of. And then some. Oh, that straight up killed me. But it was a very delayed attack. Honestly, like, I think hybrid locked unlocked is the kind of thing bosses haven't been slow enough to allow me to make that decision since Dark Souls 1. I don't know if there's any kind of predictor for whether or not I can get off 1 or 2 slashes before she, like, blinks out. Okay, I guess I got the next phase. So I'm triggering... This is happening a little earlier than I thought it was initially. Yeah, that can't land where she first goes up. Oh, that corrected more than I thought. Okay, yeah. Well, I was hitting her at a decent rate in the second phase, but I'm not getting really good openings. And I don't expect she's going to have like a stagger or a break, because she didn't have a stagger for the first phase. And it's unusual for bosses to get like extra stagger behaviors. I'm taking care of a lot of Christmas gifts tonight. I've got most of my family scheduled, because we're going. I'm taking them to an escape room as my gift. What's it called? Yeah, there's one in Leesburg that I wasn't aware of, that I haven't been to, so that should be fun. Focusing on the boss fight instead of conversing with the stream. It's kind of a problem when you're doing these games that take a lot of focus. Cause I gotta stay in the rhythm of dodging the boss, or I might die. Even though I would totally love to tell you about my day and my future plans. Yeah, so I might take some time off to get some Christmas shopping done, and I don't know how consistent I'm going to be able to be. I want to start on Ruined King, because it looks super fun. Woo! I thought she was going to do something else. Getting intimidated for no reason. When there are perfectly good reasons to be intimidated. Nyeh. I'm like not trusting in my planning for the fight at certain points here. I'm like, okay, I've dodged around this without thinking about it before, and now that I'm thinking about it, it's terrifying. Ow. Oh, that's not lethal. Go figure. Sure, it's lethal in phase 3. Oh. Oh, that has a delayed splash hitbox. Now I know. Because I definitely dodged the initial hitbox from that and got killed by the splash. Okay, this is pretty close to the amount of time I had available, and I don't want to do another farming cycle. So we're going to be calling it here for tonight. Now, yeah, some of the hitboxes, they are consistent hitboxes, but they feel inconsistent, which is tricky. There's a very big tendency for her to hit me like on the attack startup when I'm behind her, because she's got some of these attacks that have hitboxes that start behind her, or they end behind her, and that's really thrown me for a loop. I'm going to do one more attempt with very, very few blood vials before I do another farming loop. Having to go back and farm after only 40 minutes of attempts is really rough. But this boss has a lot of things that are in that state of, like, not quite killing. So I often find myself needing to spend a lot of blood vials to keep fighting and keep learning. A lot of unfortunate things in that sequence earlier. Yeah. Since I took a running slash, I was still locked in the animation. The animation for the running slash locks you down longer. I thought I'd figured out by now. Bloodborne's not fun. It's not played for fun. That's absurd. There's no way I play this game for any reason but to suffer. Okay, I'm insulted by the fact that she snuck in a hit there, and that she did 3 gunshots to follow up my would-be healing. Let me heal, you shrew. Okay, now she's in phase 2. Jeez, that was so rude. She did a very random quick stab. I don't know what attack that was the start of. It was like a weapon transformation thing. Ah! That attack has been like handing me defeats left, right, and center. It's the one that starts from over her left shoulder, does that big arc with both swords. I think they might, is they're putting dungeons of a sort in Elden Ring. That was called out specifically. Now, it was said that several of the dungeons are related to story. I can't remember if they mentioned that there would be random dungeons. Too far away. Yeah, okay. I couldn't get her at the right range for a lot of that. Yeah, the L1 attacks just like, they're throwing me off like a whole bunch. I was trying to work that in earlier, but clicking the weapon back into place was just messing up my flow. And that's very boss specific. Like, there are other bosses where I made more use of it. I'll see if I can try and reincorporate them, because they do a heck lot more damage. I just found that when I was using them earlier, I couldn't keep her in this tight early loop. Yeah. So whenever I try to use them, I lose control of the boss behavior, because I'm committing to them too early. And part of that is on me, because she has so many of these like one-hit openings, and if I wind up L1ing dead air, I'm just completely out of position. A counterclockwise strafe with about a character's width distance away from the boss, I think gets you out of that attack generally. Generally? Oh, that's really tricky. It's like her routine nasty attack is that that 2-blade slash. Is it because I'm hitting her in the back? Is that what makes her dodge? Maybe. Yeah, I think that attack is like what defines your success and failure on the boss. Also, I've got this unfortunate instinct, since most of the time she doesn't have poise. I've got this unfortunate instinct after taking a hit to try and rally up. Because I can usually get at least one retaliatory hit in. Unless she's choosing to do the attack that is the bad attack. Who knows? Who can say? Alright, let's go again. Nearly a setback. Mostly rallied up. Pretty fast first phase. Pretty fast second phase after a fashion. Alright, so just need about another 2 of those fights where I get her really close, and it might come together. I didn't have the stamina to start the charge at the right time. It's really hard to land the charge after that particular attack. I couldn't correct the character's positioning enough for that. There we go. Fall down and let me heal. There we go. Okay. That was her right leg that I was at? Yeah, she really do like me to be hurt. just didn't want to get backstabbed for a bit there. I was especially surprised by the fact that that trick weapon hit didn't backstab her. Actually, is a +0 guide. As the gameplay for those tends to have like the best of the dodging. Yeah, I looked at a written one. Is it like a full Google Doc thing, or just like something on YouTube? So I had, for Ludwig, I had gotten something from like the One Bros Discord that was really helping. Yeah, if you could throw in the link, I might check it out. Oh, Streamlabs is still good? Yeah, I forgot I still had that filter up. I gotta deal with that. And what was the last Souls game you tried? Because Dark Souls 2 is objectively frustrating, no matter who you ask. It's just a frustrating game. Anybody who tells you otherwise is just not being honest about it. Like, the level design of that game is mad frustrating. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Bloodborne is nice and fast, and you get to it like fulfills a power fantasy really well. 1 is like just kind of old and clunky at this point. 36 fate. Oh snap. Dark Souls 2 is like, it has some very good segments. Oh. I couldn't get either of those staggers. Dark Souls 2 has a lot of like, it's got very good mechanical depth, and very good character customization. The SL1 run is really interesting because you can have like tons of different gear and a lot of very interesting tweaks. But adaptability is a very limiting mechanic to try and do SL1 runs on. But the more important thing is about Dark Souls 2 is that something like the first 2 or 3 areas are just built in this really obnoxious Gygaxian way, where you like take a step and there's like 6 guys trying to kill you and a bunch of explosives. And once you get through that area, Dark Souls 2 is pretty great. It's just the frickin' Bastion with all the explosive guys, the hordes of dudes with Zweihanders who just don't really sit in a friendly pattern. They just rush at you all at once and do like stabbing attacks. Super lame. But the DLC is like super, super good. I largely find Dark Souls 3 to be the more polished experience, but it's more mechanically limiting. There's less you can do with your characters, with your character, and there's less like play around the armor as well. Dang it! Double slash. Show me something committal. Got the dodge late. It's only going to get me like 10% stamina. I don't think I was going to change the fight. It's no good. I'll take the visceral so that I can heal. Not the kind of damage I wanted to have going into her second phase. I didn't die at the stab there. Is this armor better? Armor might be better for the fight. Please stop dodging. I didn't have enough for a full charge, I don't think. I made the judgment that I wouldn't have the time for a full charge and just went for a partial charge. Nope. Oh, she caught up with that. That was really tenuous. She corrected her attack to kill me. Right there. Dead. stamina didn't come back, so we take the visceral. Oh, he's too close. Healthy again. Took a splash. Fully recover there, instead of taking the punish that I could have gotten. Nonsense range. So many of the things that she does only affords me enough like opening to get one hit. If she doesn't choose to do at least a couple of charged attacks, because a charge attack gets me like 3 hits. Anything else she does is like 1, I'm lucky to get 2 before she dodges out. So it's just a really frustratingly long couple of phases. Because to get into the backstab sequence, I have to tag her and get her to respond in a certain, and she has to happenstancedly respond in a certain way. It's not that I can get her to respond, it's that I just need her to do it. Oh, fun. Yeah, okay. She got moody. There we go. Not quite. Ah, dang it. That is the most cooperative she's ever been with me. Like, directly one after another into charge attacks. Alright. Be taking a food break soon. I'm gonna put Beast Blood back on the bar. Let's take a Visceral there. Still got Scorched. Dang it. You're kidding me. Why does the running R2 have such a weird hitbox? Come on. She's finally doing that for once. Didn't even have the courtesy to give me one attack off of it. She's dead! Oh boy. I finally got her. She's finally dead. And I had to use... And it was in a fight where I actually used a Beast Blood pellet too. And she's dead. She's dead now. She's dead. No more. No more of that. Okay. I'm gonna return to the Hunter's Dream. And I'm gonna buy blood vials. And then I'm gonna cram an entire pizza into my mouth straight out of the oven. And when the palate of my mouth is no more, I will consider playing some more Bloodborne. I might give it a bit. Maybe. I'll have this up on YouTube pretty soon. She's dead. I don't have to fight that boss ever again for as long as I live if I don't want to. She's dead. She's dead. And next is the Orphan of Kos, which is even harder, I think. People seem to say so. Alright. This has been Jupiter Exile. Y'all have a fantastic night and a wonderful holiday. I hope we wander again soon.